Hey YouTube, what is going on, y'all? All right, man, today's video we're gonna do something a little bit different. Now that season 3 has been out for a little bit, I've been able to get in there and test out the new weapons, test out the nerfs and the buffs. Kind of wanted to make a top 5 loadout video for y'all. This video ain't gonna have any gameplay like most of my videos. If you want to catch any of my gameplays on my channel, I have a whole playlist of all my ASHIKA Island gameplays, and I do my best to keep that up to date with every video I upload. If you guys do enjoy today's video, man, please do me a favor. We are less than 100 subs away from 1,000 subscribers here on this channel, which is insane to me. But if you guys could go down there, drop that sub, inches close, even closer to 1,000 subs. Make sure you turn on notifications because I do my best to upload every single day. All right, and that's enough talking. Let's get into the top 5 loadouts for ASHIKA Island. Let's get it. All right, y'all, so here are my top 5 meta loadouts for ASHIKA Island. After all the nerfs and buffs that we had in Season 3, we got in there, we played around with a bunch of stuff. I think these are pretty solid top 5. So let's get into it, man. First off, we got the Vaznev and the Hemlock. I think that's overall number 1. I think the Vaznev and the MP5 can be interchangeable at number 1 or number 2, whichever one you feel more comfortable with. I feel like they're very close to each other in terms of being the best sub. Oh, let's get this out of the way. I use the same perk package, same lethal and same tactical for every single class. So the perk package, obviously we got overkill. I rock double time, fast hands, and high alert. The lethal, we got the throwing knife, and the tactical, we got the smoke grenade. Like I said, this is the same for each class I use, no matter what guns I'm rocking. This is always what I use for ASHIKA Island. Yeah, let's get into the good stuff, man. The weapons. This is what y'all really want to see. Starting off with the Vaznev, man. We got the Vaznev built out like this. We got the Atrazat stock. We got negative 2.71 for ADS speed, plus 1.86 for aiming out of stability. We got the true tack on the rear grip. We got this all the way down for ADS, all the way to the left for sprint to fire. I rock the 45 round mag. We got the 9mm overpressured ammunition, all the way up for damage range, all the way to right for bullet velocity. And on the muzzle, we rock the Spiral V 3.5 flash hider. We got this all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. Yeah, like I said, the Vaznev, I think, is number 1. I think the MP5 could also be number 1. I personally enjoy the Vaznev more. That's why I put it at number 1. But I think they're literally neck and neck. You can't go wrong with either one of them. And then moving over to the AR, man, we got the Hemlock. Now, the Hemlock did get nerfed here in Season 3, but as we know from Call of Duty's past, they never seem to nail the nerfs on the first update to the gun. In terms of ease of use and TTK, I think the Hemlock is the best AR in the game. And here's the setup I rock on my Hemlock. I got the Cronin Mini Pro all the way down for ADS speed. The barrel, we rock the Fielder T50. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for damage range. The muzzle, I rock the Echoless 80. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. The underbarrel, we rock the Edge 47 grip. We got this all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. And then rounding that off, we got the 45 round mag. Again, I think this is the number 1 overall. You're gonna feel the most consistency with this class setup here. We got the Vaznev and the Hemlock. I still think these are king. All right, moving on to meta loadout number 2, man. We got the new Cronin Squall and the MP5. All right, here we go with the Cronin Squall, man. The only reason I don't have this over the Hemlock, because I personally do think it is a better gun than the Hemlock. The only reason I don't have it over it is because of the recoil. The recoil is definitely a little bit to get used to. It has a lot more recoil than the Hemlock, so that's why I put the Hemlock over it, just in terms of ease of use. But if you don't have this thing unlocked, I highly recommend unlocking it, because this thing is nasty. As soon as you get the recoil pattern in your muscle memory, you will be absolutely frying people with this gun. So again, we rock the Cronin Mini Pro. I got this all the way down for ADS speed. And for the barrel, we rock the HR 6.8 barrel. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for damage range. On the muzzle, I rock the SA Leveler 50. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for gun kick. Underbarrel, I rock the F-Tac Ripper. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. And then we round that off with the 50 round drum. I mean, like I said, the only reason I don't have this thing over the Hemlock is because of its recoil. But if you guys want to see this thing in action, I just posted a video of it not too long ago. Like I said in the intro, go check out that ASHIKA Island playlist. It's got every gun build you could think of. For the secondary in this meta class setup, man, we got the Lockman sub, aka the MP5. Like I was saying, man, if you enjoy the MP5 more than the Vaznev, I completely understand why you have it number 1. I think they're interchangeable, like straight preference, because I think the Vaznev and the MP5 are literally tied at number 1. For the rear grip on the MP5, we got the Lockman TCG10. I got this all the way down for ADS, all the way to the left for sprint to fire. Got the 40 round mag. We got the 9mm overpressured ammunition all the way up for damage, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. Muzzle, we rock the Spiral V 3.5 flash hider all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. And then rounding it off, we got the VLK laser all the way down for sprint to fire, all the way to the left for ADS. Yeah, man, again, we got the Cronin Squall and the MP5 as our number 2. Let's get into loadout number 3. All right, man, over here on loadout number 3, I think this is where stuff kind of starts getting interchangeable. I think number 1 and number 2, I think, are clear number 1 and number 2s. And now it kind of gets down to preference. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these guns feel decent, but all kind of similar. You know what I mean? So number 3, we got for our AR, we got reliable. We got the M4, baby. And here's the setup I got on my M4, man. We got the Sakin ZX grip. Got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. I rock the 45 round mag just for mobility purposes, but if you're more comfortable with the 60, it's, again, pretty interchangeable here. This is more of a preference. I always go with the 45 round just so I can ADS and move around faster. In the underbarrel, I got the Edge 47 grip, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. On the muzzle, I got the Harbinger D20, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. And then the barrel, we got the Hightower 20-inch barrel, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for damage range. Like every game the M4's in, it's always a solid weapon. You can never go wrong with it. All right, then pairing up with the M4, we got the MP7, man. This thing is pretty nasty. I don't think it's quite as good as the MP5 or the Vaznev, but it is damn close. Here's the setup I'm rocking on it, man. I got the ZLR combat grip. We got this negative 0.23 for ADS, all the way to the left for sprint to fire. We got the 50 round mag. Muzzle, we got the Spiral V 3.5 flash hider, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. We rock the VLK laser, all the way down for sprint to fire, all the way to the left for ADS. And then for the stock, we got the Demo RXT stock, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the left for aim walking speed. Now, I do know that all the MP7, the Vaznev, and the MP5 all got nerfed in the patch notes, but it was only headshot multiplier reduction. So you're not going to feel a big difference. And I definitely still think those are the top 3 subs, and then everything else kind of falls underneath them. Yeah, man, there is number 3. We got the M4 and the MP7. Super fun class to run. Let's move on to number 4. All right, class number 4, man, we got the Cast-Off 7.62 and the recently buffed Bass P. So here's my Cast-Off 7.62 class. This thing is gross. The only reason this isn't higher is because, again, kind of like the Squall, it has a lot more recoil than most of the other ARs. So if you're not comfortable with this thing's recoil pattern, you won't find the consistency that someone that is comfortable with it will. You know what I mean? But nonetheless, here's my class setup for the Cast-Off, man. We got the 40 round mag. We got the F-Tac Ripper, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. On the muzzle, I got the Polar Fire S, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. Then we got the Cast 10 584mm barrel. We got this plus 0.31 for recoil, plus 0.21 for damage range. And then for the sight, I always rock the Cronin Mini Pro on all my classes. I don't know why this keeps doing this, but I always tune it down for ADS. But just a disclaimer, I think personally the optic is always a personal preference. If you guys don't like the Cronin Mini Pro, do not run it just because I am telling you to. I think the sights are always a personal preference no matter what. Unless you're trying to put a damn sniper scope on this shit and having the most visual recoil in Call of Duty history, then I think you're kind of tweaking. All right, y'all, moving over to the Bass P, man. This thing has been buffed now twice. I think it got buffed a little bit in Season 2, and then it got buffed again here in Season 3. They buffed all of its damage ranges, and I believe it's ADS moving speed, so it's strafe speed, and it was actually feeling pretty good. I literally just did, I think 2 days ago, I did a video on this, and it feels pretty good, man. So here's the class setup I got on it. We got the Bruin Flash V4 stock, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for aiming out of stability. We got the VLK laser, all the way down for sprint to fire, all the way to the left for ADS speed. The muzzle, I got the Spiral V 3.5 flash hider, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. Got the 9mm overpressured ammunition, all the way up for damage range, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. And then rounded out, we got the 50 round mag. Yeah, if you guys haven't given the Bass P a chance in a while, definitely revisit it because it has gotten a lot better. I'm not saying it's like meta, the MP7, MP5, and the Vaznev are still like way better than this thing, but this thing isn't completely awful like it used to be. So yeah, man, there's number 4, the Cast-Off 7.62 and the Bass P. Let's move on to our last meta loadout. Number 5, we got the TAC 56 and the P90. Here we go with the TAC 56, man. This thing isn't the best. It is quite a bit of a pea shooter at range, but there is legitimately zero recoil to this weapon, so that's why it's kind of gotta be in the top 5. just because of how easy it is to hit your shots with this thing. On the rear grip, I got the FSS combat grip. I got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming auto stability. Attack, man, I do rock the 60 round just because of what I said. It's such a pea shooter at range. The 40 is not enough, so I do have to bite the bullet and settle for the slower ADS, slower movements, just slower everything. On the underbarrel, we got the Edge 47 grip, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming auto stability. On the muzzle, I rock the Echoless 80. I got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. And then the barrel, we rock the 17.5 inch Tundra Pro barrel, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for damage range. All right, and then for the sub on class number 5, I actually have two that I think are pretty interchangeable. At this point, I think all of the subs are kind of in the same spot, right? Come over to the subs category here in number 5. I think the Fennec, the only one I would say don't use is the mini bag. I think the mini bag is probably the worst gun in the game. The MX9 is actually pretty good. The Hurricane is another weapon that I'll show you a class setup for, and the P90. I think those are number 5. You get the Fennec is just not that great anymore. But here we go with my P90 setup. We got the Spyro V 3.5 flash hider all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. Got the VLK laser. We got this. We got this all the way down for sprint to fire, all the way to the left for ADS. I don't know why some of my attachments would be resetting. It drives me crazy. And then on the stock, we got the CQB stock. We got this negative 2.71 for ADS, plus 2.01 for aiming auto stability. Then we got the TV tack comb. We got this plus 0.26 for recoil, all the way to the left for 80 S speed. And then on the rear grip, we got the Stip 40 grip. We got this negative 0.48 for ADS, all the way to the left for sprint to fire. So yeah, there's my P90 build here in class setup number 5. I'm gonna also give you the FSS Hurricane. I think they're pretty much the same exact weapon. They don't kill that fast, but they're just all around decent. They're not terrible, but they're not great. You know what I mean? All right, so here is my Hurricane build. I got the demo Quicksilver stock on this, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the left for aim walking speed. Then we got the overpressured ammunition, all the way up for damage range, all the way to the right for bullet velocity. The underbarrel, we got the FSS Shark Fin. We got this all the way up for recoil, all the way to the right for aiming auto stability. On the muzzle, we got the Spyro V 3.5 flash hider, all the way down for ADS, all the way to the right for gun kick. To round off the Hurricane, we got the FSS Cannonade 16-inch barrel, all the way up for recoil, all the way to the left for ADS speed. I honestly think this 5th class setup in terms of the submachine gun of the Hurricane or the P90 would come down to which iron sight you like better. Personally, I like the Hurricane's iron sight a little bit better, so I would give it the edge to the P90, but I think they're very similar weapons. Yeah, man, there you have it. Those are my top 5 loadouts here in season 3 after all the weapon adjustments we got. If I missed any weapons that you guys think should be in one of these class setups, let me know down in the comments. I could be sleeping on a weapon that's actually really nasty. You never know. Also, if you guys try any of these builds out, come back to this video, go down in them comments, tell me what you guys think of any of these setups. As always, man, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one.